Yes, Tamika Mallory, she's everything, and I can't wait to share with you how she blew my complete alchemist mind with what she said. Hi, I'm Brittany Rochelle. I'm an anger alchemist, teaching you how to alchemize rage, alchemize resentment, frustration into power, into this amazing, juicy, fulfilled, magnificently melanated life. And this week in our Black History series, we're talking about amazing activist Tamika Mallory. She wrote this incredible book called State of Emergency. And for those of us with little to no history about organizing, about the way that Black people in this country have actually shaped every other social movement of its kind, she is really like the latest generation of that. And what she said in this book blew my mind on how we can actually work together, and you can actually use this in your everyday life. Get this like mind-chasing wisdom and let it like change and even chase your mind. So Tamika Mallory spoke about how you can really blend and use the strategies of people who have come before us. So thinking about the traditional civil rights movement, yes, I'm a huge nerd. I wrote an entire paper about this in college, was very centralized, meaning that there was one person at the top, and that power and organization really looked like following this one leader. And when this one leader is assassinated, everything else kind of falls. Whereas you can also use decentralized organization, which is something that Ella Baker, another incredible organizer in the 1960s, really championed in creating the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, also called SNCC. But it's really about this idea that everyone is a leader. We don't need to look to one person, idolize them, and think that they're going to bring the strategy or help completely change our lives. It's actually everyday people like you and me walking down the street. We can be leaders. We can come up with a vision and a strategy for our lives, for our communities. We don't need to look to someone else to give us permission, to give us a strategy, to give us anything. We are the ones that we've been waiting for, and we are the ones who have the vision and the power and the next steps about our lives and about our communities. But Tamika Mallory in her book acknowledges her own flaws. And this incredible interview she did at the Red Table Talk with Jada Pinkett Smith, she talks about her own history with addiction and overcoming that. She talks about that she's messed up too, that she needs healing and help, just like the people that she's working so hard and literally giving so much of her life, energy, time to, and her incredible organization to helping. And I think this is so critical, because it's not thinking that someone else out there is completely healed, even if they're an anger alchemist, but it's knowing that all of us are struggling with things. All of us are, in Tamika Mallory's words, messed up or hurting in some way, and that we can actually help others while we ourselves are receiving help and being helped and on our own journeys as well. So I hope that this has been powerful for you to even think about. Know that we don't have to have this centralized form of leadership, although that can be certainly powerful. We can take our own healing into our own hands. We can take our own advancement of ourselves and of our local communities into our own hands without waiting for someone else. And it's also like this story that I'll share quickly called The Long Spoons, where everyone is sitting at a table and they have very long spoons. The spoons are too long to actually feed themselves with. And the whole key here, and what makes it heaven and blissful, is that they use those long spoons to feed each other. So it's really this interconnected, this community, this we overcome together. The only way we've survived what we have survived is by doing it together, by relying on each other and being interdependent. So not a ton for you to do here. Think about that, meditate on that, ponder that, and thank Tamika Mallory for her genius, for her brilliance, and for those people on the front lines who are working to improve our own communities, to improve our own treatment in this country, and celebrate and love each other, and have a beautiful, amazing Black History Month.